It'll be like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes max. How do you do that? How do you miss the fucking drain pan completely when you're changing oil, man? Alright, let me get this meter set up here. Children. Got a 2020 Mustang behind me that was sent over here from the body shop. It was in a collision. They fixed this whole entire area right here. New quarter panel, new front bumper, new everything. They said just clear the lights for us. We get everything put back together. We just don't have a scan tool to clear the lights. Yeah, bud, that ain't gonna happen. We're not just gonna clear lights because you're not reading any wheel speed from that front right area at all. It's just all the other wheel speeds around the vehicle are reading accordingly, but the front right is only, it's maxed out at its 215 kilometers per hour. The vehicle's not going 215 kilometers per hour. And how you'd figure that out is you'd go into your data logger or your live data. If you got an aftermarket scan tool, and you'd pull up your ABS stuff, and you'll pull up each wheel, front right, front left, right rear, left rear, and then you'd monitor each one of those ABS wheel speeds, and then you'd go drive and you'd figure out what you got. Well, this one ain't reading anything at all in this front right. It's just maxed out in its default position of 215 kilometers per hour for the front right wheel speed sensor. Quick diag, in and out, and then you'll get an idea on what's going on. So, what we have here is we have the old one. You can see that it was all reinstalled with all the fuzzies and stuff. Nobody ever cleaned any of this stuff up. Not talking bad about them, we're just speaking facts. This is, it's just all caked up with the nasty fuzzies, and we're gonna go ahead and test this real quick. I've got a Craftsman amp clamp. It's one of my favorite DVOMs. Also, amp clamp when I worked on Thermal King units and stuff when I was a diesel mechanic for Hertz. I use this all the time. I appreciate that, Sterling. Thank you. So what we're gonna do is, you see I've got the leads pulled out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a couple of my own leads in there. And then we're gonna test resistance of this wheel speed sensor. So what they're gonna look like is I got a kit from Cornwell. It's a test lead kit, and these are quick connects that go in the meter. So we'll put one in one side. This is for you young techs out there that are looking to diagnose stuff as well, trying to get better. And then we'll put one on the other side. Doesn't matter whether or not it's positive, negative, it doesn't matter. And then on the connector side where you've got the male pins, you're gonna clip one here. On your alligator clip, I got one on one pin, and we're gonna clip on the other side as well. Slide our shielding down so they don't make contact. Now you got one in one. It's reading OL. You should be getting a reading about between 42, 43, and 5,000 kilo ohms. So we're looking between 4,200 and 5,000 ohms is what we're looking at. Not kilo ohms. 42, 43 to like 5,000 ohms. And we're reading OL right now, so we know this is no good. This ABS sensor, wheel speed sensor is no good. It's junk. And maybe they didn't know when they put it back together. What are we working on today? We're working on what's in the, I gotta say it, we're working on what's in the title, a 2020 Mustang. Sent over from the body shop with an ABS code set in the computer, and they say just clear the lights and let us have it back. Well, we ain't just clearing the lights because there's other stuff wrong. Now what we'll do is we'll test a new one. The new part number is FR3Z 2 Charlie 204 Apple. Let's hook our leads up and see what we got. So make sure when you put your lead on the male prong, slide the rubber insulator down so you don't make contact with the one that's adjacent to it. Now we're going to slide our other side on. See what we got. And I said kilo ohm earlier. I didn't mean kilo ohm. I meant what the hell are these supposed to read? They're supposed to read something like, I forget what the spec is now. It's like 0.4. It should read 0.42 to 0.50 mega ohms is what it should read. You should get some kind of reading here. And that's exactly what we got. Right there. .489 mega ohms. So we got a reading. Really testing wheel speed sensors, depending on the type of wheel speed sensor, is not all that accurate. As long as I get some kind of reading and I have some kind of indication that I have a complete circuit, I'm okay. You really don't get very far with testing certain wheel speed sensors. Certain ones are made to be tested and other ones aren't. They actually have to be active in the vehicle in order to see exactly what's going on. Now I'll take you over here and show you exactly what it looks like. Yeah, 40. Here. See this here? On these Mustangs, they're super easy. They're just plastic clips that hold everything together on these Mustangs. That's it. It's literally child's play to take apart these Mustangs and put them back together. There's absolutely nothing to them. A monkey could do it. And then right here, and then route it accordingly. And then this will go here, like so, and this will go here. I'm trying to remember as I'm doing this. I'm like getting stumped for a second. And then you get these plastic clips that you pull out of there. This will go up here like that, and then this, your connector goes up in here, up in this wheel well. Come on, damn it. I'll show you in a second. Let me get this clipped in. It's hard for me to do this, and all right, there, clipped in. It goes up here. And then this part right here gets routed behind it. And you got a 10 mil bolt. Goes in. Yeah, I always messed up reading kilo ohms and mega ohms and all that other stuff. Like, I know what it means, but sometimes I don't know. I've always messed up doing that. You get all tongue twisted and shit and doesn't come out right, and then you sound like a damn idiot while you're saying it, but you guys get the point. What is this guy? 3.5 EcoBoost phaser and 5.0 oiling problem. What Ford truck engine would you buy if you plan on keeping a 5.0 or a 2.7 liter Eco? The 3.3 liter V6 has no EcoBoost and tons of room to work. Alright, little plastic clip, where the hell are you at? Alright, so this is a bunch of plastic clips, hold everything in together. I keep a bunch of them in my cart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the wheel and everything back on, get it torqued down, and then go actually drive it. They were way over torqued when I pulled them off. Way over torqued. This car is a little unique because it's actually got like full long tube headers. It's got like the 100 micron or whatever they call it, 100 something high float cat. So it's a little tiny itty bitty thing that's only so big, so it doesn't set a check engine light or anything like that. So it still actually functions. It doesn't trip a light, and it's got full exhaust. This thing is like, it's one of the only ones where I've actually seen where they've actually went through and did the full exhaust all the way back. So this thing is extremely loud. The customer runs a E85 cam tune in it. So what we'll do is we'll get this torque all down, and then I'll run outside, clear everything, and then once we clear everything, we're going to have to put the customer's E85 cam tune back in it. Alright, how are you? Doing just fine. Good. Tighten up that damn wheel speed sensor real quick. The best way to put those filters on there is you start on one side on an angle, just a hair, instead of just going straight on, and then just kind of pop them with your palm and it'll slide right on there. ABS light already cleared. I didn't even have to drive it. It's already cleared. It's off the dash. So I'm going to air up the tire real quick, torque the wheels, tighten that, snug that little nut up real quick. I didn't have the e-brake pulled. Started to feel the vehicle move forward a little bit. A little snug, now a little bit of air. Let's go drive it. I guess I could go ahead and just put the tune in now so I don't have to do it again outside. I'll just do it now. Uh-oh, super chat. Who gave me a super chat? You don't miss doing this, but the gravity. I don't know what that means. Let me put the E85 tune back in it. Sounds pretty gnarly with the E85 tune in it. Sounds like it's got a fucking, like a nice cam. Real nice cam. I don't know if it's like a ghost cam setup or what it is, but... What was that? Alright, I have got my N gauge powering up. I may have to consult the youngster over here. I appreciate that, thank you. Tuning. Load tune. Hey, Preston. So I put load tune in there. And now hit the check mark, right?
You click the...
Yeah. No, I didn't click anything yet. I just hit load tune and it said okay. And now... So if I go to load tune...
Yeah, you gotta go to...
This is... Select tune 2 ENC... Oh wait, I see what... I know what you mean.
Yeah, because when
E85 cammed, right?
Yeah, because when I looked at the status on it, it said it was E85 cam.
Alright, so E85 cammed going in. This will take approximately 6 minutes.
Yeah, it takes a little bit, so pretty much.
Alright, we're tuning right now. E85 cammed. I appreciate all the super chats for my birthday. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. It's here because it was in an accident. The body shop fixed it, put it back together, and they sent it here and said clear the check engine light. Or clear the light. Well, the lights ain't clearing because the ABS sensor that they put back in the vehicle up here front right where it was in an accident is no good. So I went out and I diagnosed it last week, but I've been waiting for a sensor to show up and approval from the body shop, because what they'll do is they'll just roll it over into the insurance claim. And yeah, everything got approved. I think they didn't have the tool to clear the lights on the dash, but you don't need a tool to clear the lights on the dash. All you needed was a good ABS sensor and then to drive the vehicle, and it will all clear. So what we did was we ohmed out the old ABS harness, and it read OL. It wouldn't even read anything. The new one reads 0.48 or 0.489 mega ohms or 48,000 ohms or whatever the hell it is. 0.489 mega ohms. So at least we got a reading with the new one, where the old one we weren't getting anything at all. And just by hooking up the new one and getting in the vehicle and doing a key on and it checking everything, it cleared the ABS light, and I didn't even have to use a scan tool for it. So now I'm putting the customer's factory, or the customer's N-gauge E85 cam tune back in here to Because he's got like full blown long tube headers, high flow little micron cats, wide open exhaust, and it had an E85 cammed tune. So now that's going back in here, and I think it's a ghost cam tune, because whenever the vehicle's on its stock tune, it doesn't sound like it's got a cam at all. But as soon as you put that E85 cammed tune back in it, it goes. But he's definitely got some money in the car. He's got some money in the car for sure. I mean, the exhaust alone, I bet you, was probably close to, probably somewhere around $2,000 for the headers, the high flow mic, the high flow cats, and I don't know if it's loudmouth from the cat's back. I'm not sure. No, all that's gone in this car. It's not the stock mufflers or any of that. He's got like everything from the front back. It's all done. I think they put the cutouts or something. I don't know what it is. I just seen the high flow long tube, or yeah, the long tube headers, and it's got the high flow cats and stuff on it. So that was enough for me. I don't get excited by too much of this stuff anymore unless it's like something really, really, really unique. When this thing cold starts, oh my god. It's so freaking loud. Oh, you have it on yours? Yeah, I don't. I thought like vets and stuff were loud, but when these 5 liters are all like wide open with long tube headers and stuff, and you start it, oh freaking hell, man, it's so loud. It just, the whole shop is like, shut that thing off, man, damn. And we like exhaust, don't get me wrong, but this thing is obnoxious.
I thought that said Viagra on the back.
Yeah? It's almost done. It's like 70 or 80% right now. I mean, 5 liter or not, it doesn't have to be supercharged. They're just as loud as each other with the supercharger on or with it out. It's just got a little bit more of a unique sound with a supercharger on it. We get them in here all the time. We got one right now. He's working on a 5 liter supercharged over there right now. And then we have a Jack Roush edition F-150 out back. It's like an 18 or 19 model. But it's a different type of Jack Roush edition. Everything on the vehicle, including the rims, the entire interior package, the motor, all the trim level and stuff, is all like a stage 3 type Jack Roush. I think we still have it anyway. And it's a Roush charged 5 liter F-150. It's very, very unique. It's signed on the glass. It's signed inside. It's signed in the engine bay. It's all numbered and stamped. It's an extremely expensive truck. Alright, we're like at 92% or something like that right now on the tune. Good old i4's 5.7 liter V8 Tundra. You're going to do a flush with BG ATF. Okay, so what's your question? Uh-oh, there's the tune. Alright, tune installed successfully. Turn key off for 10 seconds and then start the vehicle. Okay? Off. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000. And then start the vehicle. Okay, so now let's start the vehicle. Alright, vehicle is started. That's it? Where's the rest of it? You guys want to hear it? As it warms up, it'll start to do it more and more and more as it warms up. It's not completely warm yet. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. I meant to say happy birthday to me. Thanks, Bob. Feel better, brother. Sorry about you falling, man, and hurting yourself. There it goes. It's starting to do it right now. Yeah, it's good. It just said turn it off, wait 10 seconds, and then start the vehicle, and that was it. And then it went back to this screen.
Yeah.
And it's done.
And then if you click status,
I gotta train the tires.
it pretty much tells you which tune you're on.
Am I gonna be able to drive it and do it with the tune, or am I actually gonna have to use the thing to train the tires
No, you should be able to drive it. Or you might have to
with the?
might have to train it. Well, it sounds better.
Grab it. What are you working on right now?
I got an F-150 to do. Oh, you got the thing?
Yeah. Let me try to put this in tire training mode real quick. I think it's like on, off, on, brake, on, off. There it goes. Ah, first go. Tire training mode, baby. Good to go. So what I did was I had it in the off position, and what I did was I went on, off, on, off, on, brake, off, on, off, on, off, brake, but by the time I could do that last brake, it already went into training mode. So it's key on, key off, key on, key off, key on, brake, key off, key on, key off, key on, key off, key on, brake. And then by the time you get to that second brake on the third attempt, it goes into training mode. And you can get the tire training tool for these, the same Ford one, on Amazon. They make them. There we go. Alright, she's good to go now. No lights on, no nothing. Body shop can have their vehicle back. Oh, you know what? Windshield washer fluid reservoir light is on. Let me dump some washer fluid in here real quick so nobody has to do anything else to this. They can just give it straight back to the customer. Tire training is to relearn the tire ID number as well as how much pressure's in it. You can do a generic relearn, but tire training relearn is when you're going through and relearning everything. It's like long tube headers, high flow cats, everything. Oh god. You kidding me? The freaking winch. Oh, there we go. It went off finally. Golly. Because of the way it's lopey, it messes with the throttle when you're trying to back up and stuff. So you got to give it a little bit more because it starts to slow down. Our traction control is working. ABS is working. Everything's online. Everything's online, everything's working, traction control is good, ABS is good. Finish it up with just a generic test drive. Don't go over the speed limit. Don't do anything crazy. Drive it like you normally would drive a vehicle. Try to listen for sounds, listen for wheel bearing noise, listen for loose suspension. Try to see if you, in turns and stuff, if you get any lights that pop on because maybe the body shop didn't put something back together, you know. Running good. The tune is not affecting the drivability of the vehicle right now. I think it's more for just purposes of sitting there idling for show. Overall, the suspension feels tight in the vehicle. No abnormal sounds, no lights on the dash. All the tire pressures are in check. It's like, get off, man, this guy. I downshifted and I let the RPMs come down because I seen this big giant snow patch right there that I was coming up onto. The guy in front of me decided that he wanted to stay on his phone and continue speeding up, and he hit that snow patch and his whole car went sideways and he just barely gained control of it. That's why I started downshifting, slowing the vehicle down early, because I knew what was going to happen, especially in this car. You got to be smart about this stuff. A lot of people don't even... Nobody around me. A lot of people don't even pay attention when they're driving. They have no idea what's going on at all. I drive on roads where there's not a lot of traffic. Like there's not too many people or anything, where I have an 8-mile dedicated route where I go from point A to point B, and I drive it all the time. And the police along the route, they know exactly what's going on when they see this tag in the window, and they see it every single day, and we're taking these same routes over and over again, and then they recognize our faces. They bring their vehicles into us and stuff as well. It sounds like it's a little like I'm driving aggressive, but that's how this guy's car is set up. It rev matches every gear. The way the exhaust is set up, it's really loud every single shift. It rev matches every gear going down. I think I'm using the terminology correctly, rev matching. But it's all set up into the tune and the way the PCM is set up in this Mustang. All you guys know how to drive manual? Does everybody here know how to drive a manual vehicle? Construction work, gotta slow down. These cars are like one of the easiest vehicles to drive. The clutches in these Mustangs are very forgiving. If you know how to drive a manual and you're fairly good, it takes nothing to drive these Mustangs. They're super easy. The only problem is with these Mustangs is they spin out on you very, very easy. They're like one of the worst vehicles because of the way the weight distribution and stuff is. Especially when you start making upwards of 600-700 horsepower and you're like road racing and stuff like that. It's so easy for these Mustangs to jump lanes and stuff on you out of nowhere, just by launching them. A lot of guys claim, oh, you know, if you're a pro, it ain't gonna happen. No, it happens. Look at that green Mustang behind the dealership. That's exactly what happened to that guy. He was trying to launch it at like 60 mile an hour on the expressway, racing another Mustang. And I seen previous, and this guy, I mean, he's not a pro, but it's what he's done his whole life, is road racing and you know, street racing and stuff like that. And he said it's like every one of these Mustangs I've ever owned, whenever you start making a decent amount of power and you go to launch them as you're already rolling, it tries to jump lanes on you. And they're really bad about twisting up like that with the IRS and moving from one lane to another before they actually gain traction and take off. Nobody did answer my question about, do you guys know how to drive stick? Anybody here not know how to drive stick? Maybe that could be a future video where I show people how I do it. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different way of doing things. Still no? Nobody? Nothing? No answers? No nothing? Am I lagging? People don't hear me? So I take it all 30 of you can't drive stick. Everything's good in the hood. Write my story up and get the vehicle back. Oh, it all froze up on me. Sorry. I didn't even see you guys were here. I see you now. Yeah, but even at that, drag radios on the expressway is exactly what that guy has in there. He's got a set of like Nitto 555, or I don't know if it's Nitto 555s, or it's the Nitto ones that are made for like road racing. They're made for like street racing, and they're one of the best tires in the industry, and they still wouldn't. He said he's had it with the super comps, or the pro comps or super comps, or their comp 2s. He said he's had problems with those. He's had problems with the Nittos. He's making just over 700 horse to the wheels in that Mustang, and he said it doesn't matter what you put on there. That thing's jumping from lane to lane as soon as you go to launch it. I've driven everything. I've driven, deuce and a halves, LMTVs, semis, fully loaded tractor trailers, overloaded, I should say. Especially down around agriculture land down in Arkansas. 90,000 pounds, 100,000 pounds, way overloaded. Well, it's because of the IRS setup. That's just how that car hooked up or hooks up. He said he actually has to take it and have somebody professionally tune the suspension and everything to kind of get some of that to stop. Yeah, you're right. Even at the strip, if you notice the way those things launch, they go like this. They squat in the back and they jump over, and then and then after they jump over, they gain traction after they jump over. There's something weird about those cars, the way they're set up. Hey, there's the new Bronco. Who did?
Huh?
Who asked you?
Tom. Big Tom.
Well, you guys are gonna have to help me.
I don't mind. I'm surprised you even made it with that car, dude. I took my time over here.
Where am I gonna park this thing at? Here's a nice spot right here. Not too much snow right here. And the customer will be fine if they have to come back here. No, Mike, this is a customer's car, and with me recently having a sinus infection, I don't want whatever I have to get in the customer's car. So since the sinus infection came in, I've been trying to wear a mask so I don't get the customers, like if I sneeze or something, I don't get it all over a customer's car. It stays with me. It's just a respect thing, that's all. All right, we're good. We're good now. Customer's car is back in order, and they can have their vehicle back. All right, y'all. That was it. That was That's the end of the live for the Mustang. Codes cleared. ABS sensor replaced. Showed you guys testing it. Live stream the next car. I can't live stream the next car. I don't even know what the next car is going to be yet. So I think it's going to be an 8PIM and stuff in an F-150. There's some other. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Live streaming it doesn't. Live streaming doesn't do too much for the channel, to be honest with you. Helps me interact with you guys right now, but doesn't really help the growth of the channel too much, to be honest. And it's annoying to some people for them to see my feed popping up while I'm at work all the time, and then you get complainers and stuff like that. And not only that, with me having more trolls on the channel, I have to be careful. I'm gonna stop replying to people's comments in the comment box, and if people need me, they're gonna have to email me, just so it keeps me out of trouble. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now because of all the music in the shop. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in a little bit. Yeah, we will, Aaron. I gotta get off of here right now, though. I gotta move on to the next job. Close the ticket out. I'll see y'all later.